Hey, what's going on, everyone? Freeland Subprime Hero. I'm at ASOTU CON right here in Baltimore at the Live Casino with my man, Paul Brown. Right, I'm excited with Ascent Dealer Services. Great friend of ours, somebody who's doing it big, been doing it for a long time, fellow veteran, my man. Appreciate your service.
Appreciate you.
And just a good friend, folks. So excited, your very first ASOTU CON, man.
Yeah.
So you guys came in big. You guys didn't just show up and just say, hey, we're going to be here. You guys came in, got a booth. You guys did it all. You guys are having fun. You guys got a book out here. You guys been doing some stuff over here. How's it been for you so far?
First off, we don't do anything small. So when we jump in, we jump into the deep end with all our clothes on. We don't mess around. So we're loving this. The feel, the vibe, everybody checks their egos at the door, right? People are coming here truly to just want to grow. It's intimate enough where you can have good conversations. The venue isn't so big that you feel like you got to walk 5 miles to see everything. And this is one we will support forever going forward, because from the keynotes to just, again, the conversations that we're having, it's been incredible, man. I mean, it's crazy how good it is.
And that's pretty cool. I know you've been to a few things and you've seen a few things,
Yeah.
right? And to say something like that about this event, being that your first time, that you're going to support this till the end of times, basically, that's a big statement to make. So shout out to the ASOTU crew doing some big things out there. It is about more than cars. So, speaking of that, what does that mean to you when you hear the term more than cars? What does that mean to you?
I think it's something that we've all known for a long time, but we're really now starting to verbalize, which is, to me, more than cars really means it's about the consumer, right? We have to treat the consumer in a way that they're not used to being treated, because people come in and they work out of fear when they come into our dealerships, right? They're coming in buying a brand new car or new to them car, and they're working out of fear. That's crazy. They should come in being excited, being pumped up, and we should build that excitement through the entire process and not do anything to kill it. And we're learning that as an industry, and one of the great things that we're doing as an industry is we're becoming more transparent, we're speed to customer and speed to transaction is better, and we're making a better process for the customer. And when we do that, they just buy more cars from us as a dealership, they buy more products from us, everybody wins, and ultimately the customer's happier.
I love that. I love how you said everybody wins, because it's a two-way street when it comes to sales, to relationships, right? Because a relationship, you can't just be one giving all the time or one taking. Then the thing seems to fall apart and the relationship dissolves.
Yeah.
And I love that. But what you're talking about is a transformation of what we do in the stores, because we have to change with the times, right? The people are changing. Our consumers are buying differently. They want things transparent, which back in the day, they kind of liked the smoke and mirrors. I think they liked the game, right?
It was the way we were trained.
Yeah, but they were trained the same way to come in and be with us. They knew that they had to start here and meet here, right? And these days, it's not like that anymore. Pricing is all over the place. They can use AI if they want to get the right price, right store, and all that. So for us as a dealership, as the people inside the stores, training is a big deal right now. I think learning how to be able to work with these people matters so much. What I love is that's what you do. That's what you specialize in, brother. You're in there. You are boots in the ground and doing some big things inside some big stores, right? But also you're helping individual people get better at what they do, to not just maximize profit, but to be able to serve and be able to give the customer a better experience. Tell some people about what you believe is the best tactics right now for that.
So we obviously specialize in F&I training and coaching, and we kind of throw training away, right? It's about coaching. It's about getting rid of word tracks and thinking in the idea of thought tracks, right? How do we get customers to think differently, and how do we approach them in a better manner? And sometimes, it's about F&I, right? It's the end result in F&I, because that's our last management touch, typically with the customer. So it's their last feeling that they leave. We want them to leave feeling good about everything that happened, but we sometimes spend so much time in F&I coaching of saying, okay, now you've gotten a transaction, what do you do with the customer at that point, right? They've got a deal, now what do you do? We kind of strip that whole thing down and say, F&I starts when we greet the customer. It starts with the questions that the salesperson's asking. It starts with the process that we give them, and it starts with us getting an early intervention so that when they come in, what we've done at that point is we've eliminated a lot of the objections before the customer even has to say them. Because most of what customers say to us, they're reflex objections. They're saying, well, I'm saying no to this because I'm afraid, right? Customers are acting out of fear. So we want to eliminate a lot of that, but it's also, we can coach and coach and coach and coach and coach, right? And we can teach people to do the right things and have the right mindset. But the question is, what's really happening when they get them in the office? And that's what we're focused on, and we're real proud of, because we've got a really cool AI tool that we poured all of our coaching into, that will listen to their transactions and score the transaction and give ideas as the finance person is going through the conversation, and we can truly look at, okay, are they executing what we practiced, right? Are they executing what we've coached on? And then it allows us to go back and look at these transactions and say, okay, these things we didn't provide the optimal customer experience, and that's why we didn't get the optimal result. So we can really see is what we're doing not only being adopted, and are they passionate about it, are they actually doing the steps?
And that's the biggest thing, because the passion is easy to come in and be, especially as a coach that comes in to coach these guys and gals. You can get them inspired really quick. You get them pumped up. They even learn it. But to actually apply it is a big difference. That's the difference between a conversation, right, and then actually execution. And really, I love that, being able to execute that. I love that you brought that in there. And holding them accountable in a way, because we're busy managers. Like even inside the stores, as being a coach inside of a store, you're busy. You're trying to move metal. You're doing a big thing. So as an F&I coach or manager, right, you don't want to really have your people have fingers on you. So having that type of accountability for yourself to, hey, actually get better. Go back and read the transcript. See where they say, hey, you should have done this here. You missed this spot here. That's big. I love being able to find the holes in things so that I can fill them later, right? And as a true professional, we should always be looking for ways to improve, because the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement, and we believe that so much. And that's great that you're providing that inside there. So when you go inside the store and you guys are providing this AI tool, I love it because you're combining today's technology with old school tactics, right? Old school is nothing wrong with that. Right. We can speed things up, make things more accessible, and actually what I love about AI is that I love the accountability side. There's no feelings involved there. Like us as managers, sometimes because we like somebody a lot, we may not get on them as much, let them get away with stuff. But this AI tool will show you everything. How long have you guys been using this tool now?
We really are just now bringing it to market. I mean, it took a long time to get all of our stuff into it. And then myself, my coaching staff, we sat down and we just worked with it. We practiced as a customer, as a finance professional on both sides of the coin so that it would learn from us. And then in addition to that, when we are in an account, we have our online academy, which is our platform that has about 300 videos on it currently. That's everything from how should we greet a customer to what do we do at the final stage when we're done with the transaction. So they can go in and watch this stuff, because training is not something that we should do or did. It's something we should do every day. Amen. Because we can go in and coach somebody, and they, like you said, they leave with passion, they got fire, they go back to the store, they're excited, and then they stop doing it. Because it's muscle memory, right? 100%. They have to do it over and over and over, and then that's the thing about the online academy is they can look at videos and they can watch them over and over, and then they can role play with the AI so that we can see that and see, are they really getting the idea? Because sometimes people can say the words, but they can't speak the language. And those are two different things, right? We try to teach them to speak the language so that you can actually communicate with the customer and not just say words. There's a difference.
There is, and it's all that. You know, we believe that verbal is only so much that people read. And how you say it with your tonality brings it up to the next level. I believe it's 7%, goes to 38% when you by the way that you say your tonality, and then body language. All that adds a whole huge factor, like 60-something% there. So that's how you get to the 100, by doing all those things. That is language. Language isn't just words, folks. It's how you say it, the way you say it, how confident you are when you say it. But the only way you get confident is through training, through good coaching, through practice, through failing. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna do all these things sometimes, and you're gonna be like, I'm not good. No, you're great because you're trying. Most people don't even try. Yeah. And that's where they really fail, is when they don't even try, not when they try something and it doesn't work out. Those are winners to me. The ones who don't even give it a shot, come on, get off it.
We grow through adversity. Easy times do not make great leaders, right? Hard times make great leaders, and adversity makes great leaders. Amen. We will learn more from that deal where we just went toe-to-toe with a customer and left with no product sold, no money made in F&I, than the customer that comes in and says, I'll just take the preferred option, right? We actually learn more from those customers. So it's about what are we doing, what are we learning from not just our successes, but the deals where maybe they weren't so successful. So, because I believe that we get paid in two ways in F&I. We get paid when we sell products and we enhance a customer's ownership experience through gross profit, and then we also get paid in experience. And some deals we don't get both, but all of them we get experience.
I love that, man. And what you just said there is amazing, and that was a huge statement. Those two things right there. By doing profit, by moving the product, by giving a customer a great experience, but most importantly, through that experience. I love that. You're on it, brother. You're killing it. I gotta say, everybody needs to reach out to Ascent Dealer Services. We partnered up with them over at Certified Solutionaries and Car Guy Coffee, not because they're our friends, but because I team up with the best. And when it comes to the best, these are the people you deal with. Paul is the best at what he does. So reach out to him. What's the best way to reach out to you?
Best way to, find us on our socials, find us on LinkedIn, find us on Facebook. So Ascent Dealer Services, Paul.Brown at AscentDealerServices.com. You can reach out to me directly. Tell you what, 618-779-8008 is my personal cell phone. Call me. Let's connect. Let's win.
All right, so all we're going to do now is we're going to forgive, focus, fly, and get out of here, brother. So hands on your shoulders. Let's do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. We'll see you guys on the next one. Paul, thank you so much.
Boom.
Ascent Dealer Services. Let's go.